Candidate portals in Zoho Recruit. A candidate portal is an interface that allows candidates to interact with their own profile, track their application status, and save any additional job openings that they would like to apply for in the future as well. Now, to set up the candidate portal on your Zoho Recruit account, navigate to Setup on the right top corner. Select Candidate Portal within Portal Setup and make sure that Candidate Portal is enabled. Now, keep in mind, anytime a candidate applies for a job opening through the career site or a job board, they are automatically sent an invitation to register themselves on the candidate portal. Now, in terms of customization, you can go ahead and click on Customize on the right side of the screen. Now, within the customization section of the candidate portal, you can change the background image, you can change the logo, and then you can also upload any custom images and update the transparency of the background image as well. Under the appearance section, you can determine the font colors and the brand color that is being utilized as well. You can also update the font that is being used from the list that is available here. Apart from this, you can also update the form settings. Now, within the candidate portal, there are two forms available. First, there is a register form, which is the registration page where the candidates fill in their information in order to register themselves to the candidate portal. Now, within the register form section, you can determine the fields that need to be placed based on the fields available on the left panel of the screen, where you can mark them as required, optional, or turn them off completely. And on the right panel of the screen, you can see the active registration form that is being utilized by candidates when they register themselves. And then we have the profile, where after the candidate registers themselves, they can choose to update their candidate profile through the login as well. Now, on the right panel of the screen are the active fields that are currently being used, and on the left panel of the screen, you can determine which fields from the candidates module need to be placed on the profile section. And again, you can determine whether these fields are required, optional, or you can turn them off completely as well. And apart from this, you can also add a tooltip where you can add a text or a link and a text as well. Once you're done, you can go ahead under the tab settings section. You can determine whether candidates have access to their applications or whether candidates have access to the Save Jobs section as well. And finally, under the settings section, if a candidate were to register directly through the candidate portal, you can determine whether the ownership of that candidate is assigned to a specific user directly, or whether you need to set up an assignment rule where, based on a predefined criteria, the ownership of the candidate is assigned to a dedicated user. You can also choose to add any additional tags as keywords as well. And you can also update the content of the email verification that is sent over to the candidate after they register themselves to the candidate portal. Once you're done with these changes, you can go ahead and click on Save and Publish to reflect the changes on the candidate portal. Apart from this, you can also update the content of the emails that is sent out in terms of the invitation email, the password reset email, and the account confirmation email as well. Once you're done with the configuration of the candidate portal, candidates will be able to register themselves directly through the portal URL that is listed here. Now, if you need to send an invitation out to a candidate manually to register themselves to the candidate portal, navigate to the candidates module, select the candidate. On the right top corner, click on the three-dotted icon and select Invite Candidate. This will trigger an invitation to the candidate using which they can set up a password for themselves to register their profile on the candidate portal. Now, from the candidate standpoint, candidates can access the candidate portal, type their email in, click on Sign In. Now the candidate has logged in to the candidate portal, and directly through the candidate portal interface, the candidates can see their candidate profile. They also have a dedicated tab under which they can update their skills and their resume as well. From the left panel of the screen, candidates can review the applications that they have submitted. They can also review the jobs that they've saved or bookmarked for applying for later as well. On the right bottom corner, we have a career assistant using which candidates can find suitable job openings, or they can review their applications as well. On the right top corner, by clicking on the jobs option, candidates are redirected to the career site where they can see the list of active job openings that have been published. And in here, Candidates can click on the job opening, review the job details, and to save the job opening, they can click on the save icon here, or if they need to apply, they can click on I'm interested. Now, because the candidate is already registered to the candidate portal, the information on the application form is automatically filled in, which makes it easier for the candidate in terms of their experience to apply for a job opening. Candidates can review, update any specific information, complete the assessment, and submit their application as well. Now, apart from this, through the candidate portal, candidates can also choose to change their email address or change their password as well. And overall, the candidate portal functionality makes it an easy experience for candidates to track their applications, to review job openings that they've saved, and update their profile at any point in time.